50.
And every time I come around here, I try to see if I can get at least 1 or 2 more turn at this bad boy screw here. It's kind of dark down in there, so you guys can't see what I'm talking about, but I'm gonna shine a light when I'm done, and I'm gonna show you inside of there. And that's the main bolt that holds on your transaxle. I mean, your transaxle is onto your transmission, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It has 9 bolts here. 9 bolts all the way on this part, and on this inside part it has 4 bolts, and those are torque head bolts. And those I don't even try to mess with those, because if you tread them out, that's it. You're gonna have to get a new transaxle. So try not to take off your transaxle from the 4 bolts where it's in torque head, because you have to get the exact matching all-in key to bust those baby up. So I would rather take it off from here, because it splits right here, and there's a gasket inside of here that holds your transaxle onto your transmission. So once you take these screws out, you take the whole thing off. So I can't get no more spin on it right now, so I'm just gonna leave it and then come back to it again and see if I can get a couple more until I find my swivel head. I got too many tools and too many toolboxes, and they're in one of those toolboxes. I just don't know which one right now, but they're in one of those toolboxes, and it's those swivel heads that can go into corners, and I have the 18mm thin sockets that I can use, because this one is a 8mm, but this is a 1/2 inch. This is a 1/2 inch, guys. I have the little 3/4 inch thin ones, that's also 18mm, and that's the one that I use to get in here. And it actually fits in there, but then I have no play. This would be so awesome if I could get it here, but then I'm not gonna able to get it, because like I said, I put the torque converter back on already, and if the torque converter wasn't on, then I could have used this with an extension and get it. But that's why I like these swivel heads, because they get in and out of places, man. And it's actually working, guys. It's actually working. See? I got this thing from AutoZone, man. I bought this thing from AutoZone, and I think I got it on special like 2 years ago. I got this thing, and I bought it when I really needed something like this for the job that I was doing, and I got this thing for like $48, man. $48. It was on sale, and I don't regret it, dude. I don't regret it. Like I said, if I buy one piece of tool, and that tool can do the job that 10 tools can do, then I'm pleased with the price, guys, because look at that. It takes me far way less time. Like I said, I'd rather spend all my time on this one bolt, because once I get this bolt in, I'm safe. And only the swivel head guys can do this type of job, guys. Only the swivel head. And I'm just gonna I'm so excited. I just want to show you guys, bring you closer and show you guys what I'm talking about, guys. I just want to show you guys what I'm talking about, and I want to get all the way down in there so I can show you. So this my swivel head that I'm using, right? This is my swivel head right here. You know, it has so much different ways and so much groove, and it saves you so much time, guys. So much time. You see that? You see that? That's my swivel head, guys. It's and I have both the 1/2 inch and I have the 3/4 inch, and the 1/2 inch I got from AutoZone, and I only got it for $48 2 years ago. Probably a little bit more now, but that's what I got it for then. And the 3/4 inch, I got the 3/4 inch from Rural King, and that was like $30 something. But they both, you know, they both have their purpose. And like I said, I'm not gonna spend all the time on this. You know, I come in and I get a little bit of turn, and once I get a little bit of turn and it refuse to go anymore, I leave it and then I come back on it. Okay, let me try it this way, because this is how I got it on the first time. Like I said, guys, down in here it has limited, but it has little but no, you have little bit no play, no room. So it's like, and if you have big hands like I do, it makes it even harder. I think right here a woman would do just fine with her small hands. And here, that's why I love female mechanics, man, because certain places that the man can't go with his hand, a female can go. And now I got a little bit more grip again on it, and it's going again. Like I said, guys, it's just so tight down in there that you know, you don't get much room to work. You know, it's gonna get tighter as you go closer to tighten it up, and you just gotta take your time, you know, no rush, guys, because if you can take your time and every time you go you get 1 or 2 turn off it, that's better than none. And in this one, you can torque it. You can torque this one, so you just have to use your judgment and not make it too tight, but not make it too loose as well. Because you can't, the torque wrench ain't gonna able to get down in here, unless if it was a swivel head like this. And I haven't seen them making any torque wrench yet with swivel heads. If I should invent something, that was one thing I would invent: a torque wrench, a torque swivel head wrench. Yes, sir. And I have to be very careful when I'm coming back, because the line, this little line right here, there's a little line right here, that's where the hose is gonna go on for the transaxle. And if that breaks, I'm in big trouble. I'm gonna have to go out and find me another transaxle. And like I said, these things don't come off that easy. You know, they're a pain in the ass. You would be better off getting the whole complete transmission than just go out and try to get a transaxle, because somebody gonna try to get it off. You're gonna break a screw, or somebody's gonna break a screw or not. I guarantee you that. And these ones is not easy to break much more. Those 4 little ones. I can get this all the way in and get it tight, then that's one screw I don't have to worry about. And I wish it had come out this easy as the way it's going in, because right now, to be honest with you guys, this going in easier than how it came out. Some mechanic would just go halfway and it's giving him a little trouble when he almost there, and he just said, okay, that's tight enough. No, every screw is important, because the transmission will leak transmission fluid just from that one little spot, but because it's all the way back here, you probably won't even notice that you have a transmission leak, guys. That's why you want to make sure you put back all your screws in your transmission and you torque them to the recommended torque specs, you know, because you know all it needs is just a little bit of gap for it to start leaking. And if I'm doing this and I'm getting tired, I'll leave it and I'll come right back to it, and I'll still come back tomorrow and I'll make sure it's tight. Okay, let's see what's going on. This thing is slipping off because it's too loose now, so I'm gonna put this here so it doesn't fall off. Yep. See, if I didn't have that on it, it would have fallen right off just now. Okay. As they go along, as a mechanic, man, you find a lot of tricks. A lot of tricks, guys. Find a lot of tricks. A lot of ways to make things work. Okay, I felt like that. We're getting tight now, guys. It's getting tight now, but that doesn't mean it's tightened. It's just getting tighter. That doesn't mean that it's tightened, because I still got a long way to go as far as my eyes can see. Let me see if my swivel head got the groove enough, because this worked way better. Get the groove. Now that it's big enough to go in. And it's just so far. There's just so far that this can take me, guys, but it's helpful, because it helped me a whole lot just now, because it wasn't for that I wouldn't reach where I'm at now, I would just be struggling with these little bad boys. And like I told you, you see that? This can't work in here because it's too long and it's got a swivel head. And that's why I went out and pay a lot of money for this thing, man. Because only the swivel head can work. The only thing is that this is a short swivel head, and that's my next move, guys. I'm gonna buy a swivel head, but I'm gonna buy a long one, and I'm gonna just keep tightening this until my hand can't tighten it no more, because this the only thing can work right here at this stage. It's the only thing that can work. So now I'll go the old school way. This, guys, this is how we used to do it. That's why these winch, guys, if you know how to work them, you can get the job done. And these little things, I had to take these off in order to work the one that I had before. And I should have put my transmission back on before I put this on, but it's too late now. I'd rather just take my time just like this until I get it in and tight. I said, guys, you just gotta be patient with it, because I still got a long way to go, because it's still slack. It's not even close to tightening range yet. If I had took this off, I'd have a little bit more room to work with, not much, because this right here would have still stopped me, but I would have a bit of angle at it. You see how much this screw had to go in, guys? And this is the main bad boy right here that holds the transaxle. It's like it's working for both the transaxle, the transmission, and the engine block. So can't have any loosening in this or any play whatsoever. Has to be tight. Come back to it later on again and put a little bit more tight in it as soon as I get these to pull, because I guarantee you once these goes up, still gonna have more play in it. But I just wanted to get that one across. Like I said, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. That's how we do it. Top and bottom, side to side. Yeah, guys. I mean, from right here, I could put it from on the cherry picker from right here, but I want to make sure when I get this thing off the ground, at least the bottom and the top and the sides, they're all locked in, and this thing doesn't move again, because once I put this on the cherry picker, this thing is gonna just tighten up and go straight back into my vehicle. I'm not gonna put it back on the ground again, and I have to lift it up because I have to get these things and a whole bunch of things back on. I have to get the starter back on, and I have to get it in the right and proper groove. So when I turn that ignition key on, that starter is not missing. So as far as that one will carry me, and I know I had one more screw. I know it's not for down here, it's a small screw. It's another 8mm, but I'm not worried about that one. I could always find it. Yeah, that's an 8mm that goes down there. So I'm gonna get the next one on here. Doing some more. See if I can get this engine up a little bit more, so I can get a little bit more room to play. There we go. Okay. Alright, now we're in business. We're in business, guys. Okay, did I put the board out there? far? Yes, I did. And all these bottom bolts, guys, that I'm putting in, these are M8 are 8 millimeter, and they're 21 to 25 foot-pounds. Please do not over torque them, guys, please. Because they're like wire, like aluminum wire. They're very sensitive bolts. They're not as big as the ones on the top. And like I said, I don't want to be catching the top and not catching the bottom, because then you're gonna have a leak. So I catch the top, I want to catch the bottom as well, so as not to have a leak, guys. And even though these are the 8 millimeter, guys, they're long. I think the one I'm putting in right now is a 2-inch. The two bottom ones that hold this piece of metal, so they're the 2-inch ones, and the rest of them is like 1.5 inches. But these two ones at the bottom, they're the main ones, and that's the central gateway where you get to your torque converter, and you can take your torque converter off your flywheel from underneath there. If you taking off your transmission. Okay, that bottom one, I'm gonna see if I can get it down. If not, I'll have to get it from the next side. And they make them so funny because it's the same bolt, but one is 15 millimeter and one is 16 millimeter, guys. They're two different bolts. They're the same bolts, serving the same purpose, but one is a 15 and one is a 16. And I guess they do it that way that it's hard for someone to steal another person's transmission. I guess that's the only way why they did it like that, which is a good thing and a bad thing, because if you only have one wrench and the one wrench is a 15 millimeter, you can take off your transmission. You're gonna have to go find a 16 millimeter wrench, 115, 116 to take off two screws. It makes sense, but it don't make no sense. Guys, I'm so happy that it wasn't all that hard, because under some circumstances this thing would have taken me like 2-3 days just to put the transmission back together. But it wasn't that hard because I have skill, I have tactics, I have the tools, and that makes life easy. Yes, sir. Alright, so now I'm done with that part. I can blow up my transmission and my engine. Okay, and then I can go and start working on the next side, because I already tightened up the back. So once I get the back to be tightened up, guys, I'm gonna start working on the front right here and get these rusty screws out. I don't want to keep them in here too long. These rusty screws right here, I don't want to keep them in there too long, and then I can get them out. So this is what it is, guys. This is what it is.